Hi everybody, welcome back to the Royal We. Today I want to talk about a very important topic with you. The aftermath of narcissistic abuse and how it changes the way you perceive compliments and criticisms. My name is Kevin and this is the Royal We. Now, before I do continue, I want to let you know that I'm here to support you. Down in the description box below this video, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. I take telephone calls and video calls through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. So if you're struggling right now because you're not sure how to take compliments anymore coming out of narcissistic abuse, don't worry. You're not in a bad place. I promise you. Head on down there, schedule some time with me. Let's talk about it. Also, don't forget, there is a Royal We private membership. Consider joining the private membership for daily support, daily interaction with me, a workout program, fellowship once a week, all kinds of good stuff. All of this is down below in the description box. Now, let's get started with this topic. After you experience narcissistic abuse, compliments never feel the same. And you know what? They're not supposed to. After all, it was the compliments and the flattery and the kind gestures through all the love bombing phase that lured you in to that toxic relationship to begin with. Now, think about it for a moment. In the beginning of the toxic relationship, all of those kind gestures, the sweet compliments, were nothing more than just a manipulative tool to hook you and lure you into the narcissist trap. How does this work? Well, all of the compliments, all of the flattery, it builds within you a false sense of security, a false sense of safety, a false sense of value, a false sense of peace within the relationship. You're able to be yourself. But then, over time, once the narcissistic person has you in the relationship and they no longer feel they need you or they're not getting what they want from you or whatever the case may be, they start to demean you and devalue you and criticize you and do the opposite of all the compliments that they gave you before. And you realize that it was all fake. None of it was real. The compliments weren't real. The sweet gestures weren't real. You know, I dealt with this face to face with the in-laws of the mother of my kids in the beginning of the relationship. When I met them, it was all about how excited they were to see me. Hey, Kev, it's good to see you, especially her grandfather. Hey, sport, let's go golfing. You're a natural at golfing. You look big, strong. You've been working out, all this stuff. And I bought into it. And I allowed it to make me feel at peace. It made me feel valued. I bought into that false safety, that false security of the relationship. And inevitably, when they realized that they couldn't control me or my marriage at that time and what they wanted out of me, it all turned. Then I was met with the narcissistic rage and the criticisms and the put downs and the devaluing comments. And it made me realize that none of it was sincere. None of it was genuine. It was all fake. It was phony. It was a facade. It was manipulation to bring me in. This is what narcissistic people use compliments for. So now it makes sense, after you experience narcissistic abuse, that compliments just don't feel the same anymore. As a matter of fact, receiving compliments from people might even trigger you. It might create feelings of mistrust or unease. You might stand back and say, whoa, what do you want? And guess what? This is normal. This is your mind's way of protecting you. You see, there's some ancient wisdom in the Bible. It says this: be careful of the neighbor who flatters you with their lips. There's all kinds of warnings in the ancient literature of the Bible about the flattery of lips, the compliments of people. This isn't new information, what we're talking about. This is ancient wisdom. We've just forgotten about this and allowed ourselves to get caught up and carried away into toxic relationships because we gave in to the compliments. And so now your mind is doing what it needs to do to protect you. When you receive compliments, when you receive praise, when you receive flattery, your mind is going to say, whoa, don't fall into that trap again. This is completely normal and it's a good place to be. Let's all remember that compliments can and will be used as a manipulative tool by narcissistic people in this world to hook you and lure you in. And now that you've had this experience, It's taught you the value of looking past words, looking past the compliments, observing the person to see the true intentions of what they really want. And if you could look past all the compliments, if you can get past the flattery, all the superficial stuff, you will in fact see the true intentions of the person. But wait, there's an added bonus to all of this. Insults and criticisms no longer feel the same either. You see, at one time, all the criticism that you've experienced by the narcissistic people in your life, the insults, the put-downs, the devaluation, it cut deep, didn't it? As a matter of fact, I would say that the insults by narcissistic people go just as deep as their compliments do. So whatever depth their compliments and flattery took root inside of you, that's the same depth that their criticism reached inside of you as well. But now, having experienced that, you're stronger. You're more resilient to those criticisms. You're never going to be shaken or question your self-worth because of criticism again. You've learned to recognize that much like compliments, narcissistic people use criticism, insults, devaluation as a manipulative tool. It's nothing more than an effort to try to control you. Narcissistically abusive people throw anything out just to try to control you. If compliments don't work, if flattery doesn't work, well then perhaps they can scare you with insults, with criticism, whatever it takes. And now you recognize that. It has nothing to do with your self-worth. Their criticism has nothing to do with your self-worth. Their insults have nothing to do with your value. It has everything to do with them trying to fulfill their own agenda, trying to get what they want. This is why you become more resilient to criticisms. You realize that it has nothing to do with you. You see, once you reach this shift in your perception, you realize that you can no longer be swayed by narcissistic people, by people who want to derail you from your path in life. You will no longer be easily swayed by the compliments of others or by the criticisms. You realize that both compliments and criticisms are nothing but tools of the enemy, manipulative tools to get you off of your path. This creates in you a strength, a resolve, a resilience that will allow you to get on your purpose in this life, on your path in this life, and not be derailed by people who want to lift you up or by people who want to tear you down. It is time for you to embrace this newfound strength in your life. This strength that you now have the power to define your self-worth, to determine your path in life, regardless of what the outside influences have to say. Whether they're good or bad, it no longer matters. You're in control. The reason this is important is because your healing journey is about regaining the power to build your own life authentic to who you are with integrity and commitment. Your value in this life has got to come from your own actions, from your own ability to move forward, from your true authentic self, and from your integrity. This is what gives you your value, not a person's compliments, nor a person's criticisms, nothing outside yourself. This is your opportunity to forge the life and build the life you've always wanted, but it's not going to happen until you fully embrace that your value comes from within. And anything that pulls you off of your path, whether good or bad, whether compliments or criticisms, is nothing but toxic. It's superficial. It's fleeting. I am excited for you. When compliments no longer feel the same, when criticisms no longer feel the same, it's a sign that you're healing, that you are moving to a place in your life where you are centered on valuing yourself. You're centered and focused and committed to your path in life, to your purpose, to your calling, regardless of what anybody else has to say. This is the best place for you to be. Use this time. Use this time to reconnect with yourself, to recommit to your plans and your purpose in this life without the fear of being derailed, either by compliments or by criticisms. this is where you need to be. And I am so glad that you are here with me today. As I said before, if you're struggling right now because you're not sure how to take compliments or criticisms and you feel lost without your ability to take compliments and criticisms, head on down there, schedule some time with me, one-on-one. Let's talk about this. In addition to one-on-one coaching calls, I also have a private membership that's just for you. Head on down there to the description box right now, find out more information about the private membership, and I will be back with more videos for you right here on The Royal We. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, share this video with somebody who needs to see it. All right? Bye, everybody. Oh, check out one of these videos recommended by the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm knows what you need. It's pretty good at that. It's kind of scary, but it's a good thing for you, right? So check out one of these videos, and I'll be back with more right here on The Royal We.